Mary J. Blige is happy, yes. Happy with herself, happy with her life, happy with knowing that life is not always going to be happy. Life is full of ups and downs and trials and tribulations. And long as I know there will be trials and tribulations, I can embrace and enjoy the happiness that I'm in, because when the trials come, they come and they're heavy. But what's important is enjoying the happiness, enjoying the joy of the moment. I am 100% able to take in all of the favor and the love and the blessings and the accolades that are being placed upon me, and just all the gifts, because I've been doing this, I'm no rookie at this. I've been doing this for a minute, and it's not the first time I've been nominated for, Grammys. My first Emmy ever, my first children's book, my first festival ever. But I can receive this with humility and with confidence, because I've been working so hard all my life and not really seeing these things until I really got my head together and my life together and got my focus on what's important, which is me. And so now that I know that I'm important to me, these things are, yes, of course, you're supposed to have them, because it's not like you didn't earn any of these things. I worked very, very hard for every single thing, every dollar, every accolade, every great picture, everything, so yeah, I can step back and say, yeah, I'm grateful, and I do deserve all of it.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun up in this dancery.
Being a first woman to merge hip hop and R&B, and being the trailblazer and ahead of that whole movement, I honestly could say back then I didn't know what I was doing. It was just something I loved. I loved hip hop. I loved R&B. So I was just singing, and it just felt good. And I was just making music because, I was young. I was making music because it felt great. It felt good to get out my thoughts and things I was dealing with, and do it over hip hop beats, because that's what helped us. That's what moved us when we were kids. What helped us have an image and think about ourselves as someone is hip hop. It gave us a walk. It gave us a talk. It gave us a swag. It gave us something to think about. All the rappers gave us something to think about. So I was just doing what I love, and I didn't know what I was doing until now. Later it's like, wow, you are the queen of hip hop. So I am, because I started a movement for so many generations. I feel like I'm getting the credit that I deserve now for creating a genre. Well, earlier in my life, it was like, people would just passing by me, because, I don't blame people. I was passing by myself. I didn't care about myself. I didn't love myself. So I do not blame people for, you get what you're giving yourself. So now that I'm giving it to myself, I'm getting it all. There's so many heroes and legends that have helped me along the way. Working with Viola Davis on How to Get Away with Murder really, really inspired me.
Ain't that right, Annalise?
I'm sorry?
Yvonne asked you if you wanted something to drink.
We got champagne.
Cheap champagne. I do not recommend it.
I love the show. I love Viola Davis. I'm a huge fan. And so when they called and asked me to be on that show, I was excited, because I got a chance to work next to Viola Davis and actually be her friend and do her hair, in the salon. And I learned a lot just watching her and Angela Bassett. I worked with Angela Bassett on Betty and Coretta, a Lifetime movie years ago.
Betty!
Just watching both of them was inspiration to me. Shaka Khan, Puff, Jay-Z, so many people, it's too many people. Well, when I met Puff, I was afraid of success, afraid to do anything that could put so much attention on me. And then when I met him, he was the complete opposite. And he was such a good thing for me, because I needed what he had. And so his ambition pushed me to be ambitious, because I didn't know how, because when you come from where I come from, you're scared to be ambitious, you're scared to want more. And so when I met Puff, I was blown away. But it took some years to grow into that and accepting someone that just was so excited about being seen and about having, the lights on them and wanted it for you more than you wanted it for yourself. So, I mean, Puff was a huge inspiration to me. My sister LaTanya, I mean, she's my girl. She's my friend. She's my first best friend, one of my best friends. She's helped me in my career, throughout the years. And she's more than just help. She is my sister, my big sister. And when I need her, she doesn't let her little sister down. She's just a beautiful. She's my dog. That's my girl. What I'm learning from my sister now is, because she's been married for a longer time than I have, I've learned confidence from her, because she's always been more confident than me. Everybody was more confident than me, and how to be more family oriented. Because what happens is, when you go through terrible things, you have to unlearn certain things. So I have to unlearn how to be attached to things. So now I'm detached, so now I'm learning how to be more family oriented. And that's what I get from watching my sister. So now, now that my focus is on me, and I'm understanding how to continue to develop that self-love. It doesn't come from a material thing or accolade. The biggest accolade is the self-love, and being able to see myself out of a material thing, but see myself in the morning when there's no makeup, when there's no, nomination for an award, but just me, God, and life, and that beauty of being able to say, I appreciate my life, and look in the mirror and say something that I never even believed, and definitely don't look like in the morning. And that word is not about vanity. That word was to lift me up and empower me.